This is John Rouser with Farecast.com, and today I'm going to talk about seasonality in airfares. I'm going to cover domestic travel and travel from the U.S. to Europe, and I'm going to highlight some summer travel strategies. This chart shows a year of average airfares for travel within the United States. The fares included are for 2 to 8 night stays, and we threw out prices within 14 days of departure. We didn't include any last-minute fares. You can see that airfares are closely linked to the major U.S. holidays. Prices spike for travel over President's Day weekend, during spring break, for Memorial Day, the 4th of July, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Peak summer fares cost about 1.3 times as much as fares in the off-season. But the busiest days of Christmas week cost nearly double. Tremendous demand focused on just a few travel days makes the holidays the most expensive time of year to fly within the U.S. On the flip side, airfares are typically at their lowest in early May, between the busy spring break and summer seasons, in the fall, between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and immediately after the New Year. The line is wavy because airfares vary depending on the day of week you travel. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are the cheapest days to fly, so they are at the bottom of each wave. Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays are the most expensive days to fly each week. Mondays and Thursdays are in between. You can see that the line gets wavier during the big vacation seasons of spring break and summer. Flying during the week at these times can save you $40 or $50. During the summer, instead of flying home on Sunday, extend your trip a day or two. The money you save on airfare can put a serious dent in your hotel bill for the extra nights. Notice that in the fall, the line is much less wavy. This is the time of year to plan a weekend getaway. In the fall, you can book a Friday to Sunday trip and expect to pay about $20 extra for it. Okay, that's it for travel within the U.S. Now let's move on to European travel. If you thought summer travel in the U.S. was expensive, have a look at this. For European travel, we looked at average fares for trips between 7 and 14 days long, and we're still throwing out those last-minute fares within 2 weeks of departure. Christmas is still a factor for travel to Europe, but prices are dominated by the summer season. Recall that travel during the peak days at Christmas in the U.S. meant paying nearly double the cost of flying in the off-season. At its height, summer travel to Europe is 2.5 times as expensive as travel in the winter. The good news is that the shoulder seasons on either side of the summer peak can easily be $300 to $400 cheaper. The spring shoulder season begins in April and starts phasing out in mid-May. Prices climb steadily until they peak for travel during the last week in June. Beginning in August, prices drop off steadily to the fall shoulder season, which starts in September and lasts through October. If money is tight, I really recommend traveling during the shoulder seasons. The weather is still very nice, and you'll have a much easier time finding a reasonable airfare. If you do want to travel to Europe during the summer high season, what can you do? First, booking well in advance is the safest and easiest way to get a reasonable airfare for peak summer travel to Europe. You can start looking as early as January or February. If you're diligent and manage to catch a sale, you can get a very good price. But if you procrastinate until finally May rolls around and you still haven't booked a ticket, here's a trick that worked pretty well last year. For travel dates in July or August, last year we saw a number of big price drops a month or two before those trips departed. So if you're considering a trip in July, start watching for sales in May. As an example, this chart shows the price for travel from Seattle to London during the month of July 2007. This is a snapshot of prices on May 1st. And now here are prices 1 month later on June 1st. Fares have dropped significantly. Remember, this data is from last year, and there's no guarantee that these price drops will repeat this year. Also, While this strategy worked well for some European destinations, especially London, it wasn't nearly as effective for travel to Paris or Rome, which are among the most popular and expensive of the major European destinations. So let's look at a counterexample where waiting for a sale didn't work. Here again is a chart showing prices for travel in July 2007, but this time from Seattle to Rome. These are the prices as of May 1st, and now the prices as of June 1st. This time they went up. In fact, for summer travel from Seattle to Rome last year, prices rose steadily after April. Waiting for a sale just didn't work. If you're going to try to wait for a sale, you can maximize your chances by being flexible. Monitor prices for a variety of destinations, and be willing to start and end your trip in the middle of the week. If you're flexible and opportunistic, the odds are on your side. That's all for today. For predictions on your upcoming flights, be sure to check out Farecast's airfare predictions at farecast.com. For more cool data analysis, check out our blog at farecast.com/blog. Thanks for watching.